All right. So we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay, so the that point on this business ministry ship thing, being the one that breaks ice is shows that you'll be able to move into areas that most people can't access people groups that are not easily able to be accessed. The Lord calls you an innovator, a pioneer, a starter, and He's going to increase that over you. That in the past where it's been a little bit of hard work to start things, most people are maintainers. They, the pioneers open something up and then the maintainers carry on with it. But you're a starter, and it's, there have been some things that you've started that have been quite difficult and, quite laborious and a bit of an effort. The Lord's going to increase that pioneer anointing on you, and there's going to be multiple ministries and businesses that you're going to actually start. With it is going to come a specific wisdom strategy for accessing the wealth of the wicked that's been stored up for the wise. Great increase on that. So just you're going to be given opportunities that most people turn down because they don't understand it, and you're going to be like, I've got that, I get it. So whereas many people might pass these opportunities by because they're just outside their capacity, outside their grid, outside their understanding, you're just going to snap them up, and they're the ones that have been waiting specifically for you. They're also ones that have great potential, great opportunity, just hand-picked, hand-chosen for you. And they're not going to be hard. They're going to be that just like you, they're made specifically for you, created, they fit you perfectly. Question, do you have a husband?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, this is going to increase and improve. Wasn't sure if you had a husband or you were going to get one, but the affirmation on that relationship is strong. Going to feel more blessed. I see a view, a high up view. It looks like a natural view, not a prophetic view. So whether or not you do you live in a high place with a view?
I live in a high place, yes.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so he says to continue to it's a natural thing, but he's like, continue to stare at the view. He's going to talk to you through the view. He's going to bring revelation and understanding and insight through the view. In a greater way. So I see you thinking a lot when you look at the view. I see you going through strategy and like deep contemplation, and I hear him saying, stop, relax, and just meditate on him and don't worry about the thinking, because the revelation is the revelation, the insight and the strategy is going to come just in the contemplating him. Just contemplate him, and you do that, and you do it well. But he's like, let's just move a little bit more into that, a little bit away, because here's the thing: you're very, very, very clever, very strategic, very very am I seeing very methodical, and you've brought those two together, the natural and the spiritual. You've brought those together well. He says, but this transitional season right now, because he'll release you back into that way that you plan methodically. He'll release you back into that. But right now in this transition, it's just meditate on him, just contemplate him, and he's just going to release stuff to you through the view or something. Anyway, you'll know what he's talking to you about. He's going to add a frequency to the way that you speak, that's going to capture the attention of people. So when your voice is being heard, this is going to add a supernatural favor to the sound of your voice. That's going to be a real attraction. People are when sometimes when you hear somebody speak, you kind of you connect to whether you like the sound of their voice, because some are really monotone and some are kind of shrill, and you're not sure whether you really want to listen to it or not. I just hear the Lord saying He's going to add a frequency, a dimension of favor to your voice, so that people are going to click in straight away and stay there, keep the attention. You've had a significant season of being able to release wisdoms, and some of those wisdoms, stories, revelations are of they're amazing. But the season is getting a little bit stale, and so what he's going to do now is release to you it's like those ones were bread and butter, and now he's going to release layers of fillings. So it's not like they're going to be like completely different and brand new. He's going to layer it now. Yes, he's going to layer and layer and layer. So like, you can have a sandwich that's got like, bread and butter and cheese and ham. Well, no, you're going to have the works, baby. It's going to be layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. And it's you're a really very much a full picture girl, the word is not big picture. You're the full picture girl, and he says that you've been really faithful with what you've got, and now he's going to give you the full picture and the layers of it, and it comes through that place of just contemplating him. And you're going to experience the word I hear is shalom, but it's more than that. It's an ecstasy in God, it's a shalom that makes you laugh out loud. And you're going to experience that in him in this next season. And And actually, the reason the Lord's giving you this is because you are going to experience a bit of opposition from what He's going to release to you. But the laughter will disarm the laughter will disarm the opposition, and it will also disarm the powers of darkness that are going to try and come against you to shut you down, because they can't. So He's giving you this big, like, it's not hysterical laughter. It's right. You're not going to be a crazy laughter person, like the Toronto blessing thing where you're a nut, right? It's a laughter that is just the joy of the Lord and the confidence of knowing that this is God. That laugh? Anyway, He's going to give you that. It's interesting, like that one that I just said about the laughter, you're kind of like, yeah, all right, whatever. But it's a very specific gift of favor for you. You won't understand the authority of it until you feel it. And so don't be afraid of it, and don't think that it's a little bit inappropriate, because some people who laugh a lot are, people think they're a bit odd. But this is a specific strategic gift of favor from Him. And it's going to heal you. It's going to heal you. There's a specific pain that you have that's going to heal you. It's going to heal somebody in your family as well. He says that's between you and Him. I don't know what this means, but I see you I see your eyes going up and down, up and down, up and down, like scrolling through something on a computer, like up and down, up and down, up and down, looking for something, searching whether you do research or something like that. He says that you're going to find the answers quicker. Amen. We're done.
Thank you.
You want to show your video so we could? Right now we just see your beautiful picture. Do you want to show your face?
Oh, you don't see me?
Not right now. Not on the second one.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I saw her the whole time.
There you go. Hi.
I didn't realize that the video wasn't on. Sorry.
That's okay. All right. It's probably a little bit easier for me if I can't see you.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe so. That was very interesting, quite frankly. It's so funny how she started out, I write a blog, and what the Lord gave me late last night was this thing about seasons. And actually, I was just pulling it up. And so it was just very interesting, some of the stuff that she was saying.
Because He knows you and loves you.
Of course, and I know that, and God, when she spoke about powers of opposition, and I was just writing about you know, we go through these seasons of, I was sitting visualizing, Priscilla's been at my house in Dallas. And you know, in the family room there, how you can look out all those windows, and that's what I was visualizing.
Mhm.
That may be the view, quite frankly, who knows, but what I wrote in the blog, it won't release until Sunday, was about me sitting there and visualizing. I would sit and look at those big trees, you know, in the backyard, and how that would be my prayer time, you know. I would go and sit in there, and that's where I would do my Bible reading and prayer journaling, and how I would sit and just watch those trees, and how they would be filled with, I was describing them as being gray and dark during the winter, those winter months, and you, to the point of looking dead almost. And I would sit in that same room. I'd be looking up and looking to the Lord, and all of a sudden you would see this little bud, and you knew that spring was coming. And you knew that the seasons was changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that, to me, I was running a couple of weeks ago, and I had really been going through some stuff.
Yeah.
And the Lord spoke to me, and He said to me, "See, can't you see that I'm doing a new thing?"
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept saying that to myself as I was running. I just kept saying it, kept praying it until I got back to the house, because I was like, that's what I'm going to be concentrating on. I had been in my prayer time already, but that wasn't a word God gave me. But during that run, it was almost as if I could hear it audibly. It wasn't, but that's how I felt, that He was saying to me, I'm about to break this. I'm about to break this season of despair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been hard. I could see that it's been tough, but well
Yeah, this season of despair or drought or whatever it's called, because you know, when you say, I do appreciate the word about you've been faithful, and you know, the affirmation, those, because you do, if you say that you're a believer and a person of faith, we have to believe that, you know, what we go through, there's lessons to be learned, right? And whatever we go through, and we can't be defeated. We have to be, we have to trust that whatever we're going through, that He's teaching us something. So my question has been, okay, Lord, what's the lesson this time? Because it's, we can be enticed or, you know, pulled away by all types of beautiful things, money, position, all of those things. And I just wondered if I make the right decision.
yeah, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Just where He was positioning you for the transition.
And I believe that I'm seeing some things breaking now, just in the last week, quite frankly, how all of a sudden nothing was happening. And in the last week, 3 things happened all at once.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So it's time, and I was excited when you say laughter. I almost started laughing out loud when you said that, because last week I was like, I said to my husband, oh my God, I can see where the Lord is now. Things are breaking through, because all of this stuff just came up at once. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what He's about to do, because I know it's going to be something great. I'm already sensing that. I just want to be in His will and not be overcome by,
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Weird.
Hello.
Let me just ring it.
Oh, you're there already.
Oh, there you are.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
It just popped up.
you just popped up. Yeah, you froze again.
Oh, we're frozen?
No, we can see you okay.
It's recording.
What happened?
No.
That's weird, isn't it?
So what did she say?
She wanted a recording.
Oh. Record what?
Well, just
Oh, right. The
yeah,
conversation,
just having the conversation.
Okay.
Let's see.